What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing this evening? Hopefully, you guys can give me a 5x5 to make sure that you can hear me because we know I've made that mistake before where I'm sitting there rambling on and no one can hear me. But I hope you hear music. Stealth mode coming in with the 5x5. All right, good to see you. That's awesome. Thanks, Jules. Little Lone, South Florida. All right, lots of 5x5s. All right, this is awesome. Great. Grey's getting back at it. Folks, so tonight, I'm assuming there should be a lot of you guys here. I tried to do my best in regards to getting the word out. Usually I don't title videos with the word giveaway in it or stuff like that, but I wanted possibly everyone that's one of my viewers to have an opportunity to win something of value that can benefit them. You know what I mean? It's because sometimes portable power stations aren't cheap. And so I put out the word on Instagram. I put it in the community tab. Hopefully everybody out there that's participating or watched the video or even here tonight knows that that's one of the things that we're giving away. And I did say one of the things, right? So real quick, let me add this to the stream. As you can see, the video that I am talking about is right here. It says the EBL portable station 500 watt whatchamajig there. So that thing there is what we're talking about tonight. And if you are on the live stream and you haven't watched that video or dropped a comment yet, I suggest you sneak over there and drop something, just a hello or hey or something to get yourself entered into this drawing. So let me go ahead and bring me back up because yes, Minuteman, I saw your comment. I had to go powder my nose. I had to get, all done up, clean shaven and whatnot for the live stream. You know what I mean? They do it on the news anchors, right? So why not do it on the live streams? My wife always asks me that question too. She's like, what are you doing in there? I said, well, I'm trying to make sure I don't look like a mess when I go on the live stream. Kind of funny that you mentioned that, brother. But anyways, folks, hopefully everyone is having a good time tonight. And matter of fact, let me switch this over because I haven't said hello to some of you folks in chat. Let me see. Who do we got? We got Yarn Prepper. I see we got all the mods in the house. Thank you, mods, for being here. You guys are awesome. Some of the best mods on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. And what we got? We got Tony G, Minuteman 69, NL Ghost Wolf, Charlie. Good to see you. Michelle, Shelly, Tony, Debbie, Matt, Gabrielle, Nostradamus. Love the dang name, man. Love the dang name. Randy Brown is in the house. Who else do we got? We got Jeep Girl. Good to see you, Jeep. Shelly, hello from Cali. Sean, Josie Hickman, Sam in the East, Michigan Style. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. Thank you, Michigan Lifestyle. I appreciate that. Truly appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Believe it or not, folks, it does benefit the channel when you hit that thumbs up or down. It doesn't really matter. As long as you hit one of those buttons, it benefits the channel. YouTube loves that interaction. What's up, busy girl? D's Craft. I'm going to try to pronounce it right. Muskoka Oma from Canada. What's up, Big John? Disney Up, Boiler Up, 103, Catherine, Stealth Mode, Hig Homestead, Linda Bop says, your garden is amazing, great. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. So before we, so you guys know let me grab this thing here. Oh, this is the thing that we're giving away tonight, the 500 watt EBL portable power station. That's going to be the grand prize tonight. I'm going to try to set that back over there without knocking everything down. But also, if you guys remember on the last live stream, Lori in Oklahoma sent me a bunch of seeds, and I still have 5 more packs to give away. From my understanding, everybody emailed me back from the last live stream when we gave away some of these seeds. I got 5 more packs because she had a total of 10 that she wanted to give away to the community. So we're going to give those away too before we get into the big giveaway. So I hope everybody has a little bit of fun. Now, folks, I really, really wish I was capable of having 500 of these units to give 500 of them away. But there's only going to be one winner. All the things that anybody wins tonight, I will put the email down below so that you can see it once we start doing the giveaways to where you send your information at so I can get this mailed out to you next week. Excuse me. And what else did I want to discuss? So that being said, I want to talk a little bit about the channel real quick in regards to some of the questions that have been on certain comments. This is giving me an opportunity to answer some of your comments and questions that you guys put down on like some of the videos that I do throughout the month or last couple of weeks or so. You know what I mean? From the gardening videos to the review videos and just things like that. So things that I can address here live on the stream. And one question I did have from an email said, hey, Grey, you were doing a lot of, what's the word? You were doing a lot of, Kevin Grip thought might have missed this. No, you haven't, Kevin. And thanks for being here. A member for 24 months. Kevin, that is amazing. You have been supporting the channel for 2 solid years, Kevin. And I appreciate that, brother. I really do, man. That's a real solid. And yeah, and a lot of folks know I'm not very active on the membership thing, which I should, but it's a way for folks just to donate $1 or $2 to the channel to just kind of put back in the channel. But let me not get too distracted and go down another rabbit hole because, you know, it's squirrel and I'm like looking all over the place and I forget what I'm doing. So in regards to why you see a lot of reviews on the channel, one, it's beneficial to me as a content creator. And when it comes to YouTube, believe it or not, folks, I don't know how some folks do it, but YouTube is not my career path. YouTube is something I do for to help folks out and to give some folks entertainment. And also it's kind of like a way that if anything ever happens to me, my family has these videos to look back on and watch me and have kind of like a window into my life over the last several years and hopefully many more years to come. It's kind of like, I can't think of the actual term that I'm looking for, but my YouTube channel, even on these videos will be up and people will get to enjoy them for friends, family, and some of you folks out there as well that might outlive me. But back to the reviews in general, what I'm trying to do now as the channel grows, when these people approach me like, hey, great, we want you to do a review for us, depending on what the product is. And they say, we'll pay you money, Grey. We'll give you $100 if you do this video. We'll give you $200, whatever that they want to try to give me financially. I'm like, well, how about this? Is it possible that you can give me a second unit to give away or something equal or something around about something like that? Because I don't, I have a job. The wife has a job. We're not rich or nothing, but we live comfortably enough. Even with this environment that we're living in, it's tight, but it's life. So I'm always trying to garner stuff to get for you guys to give things away. So the more reviews I do, I guess, better my odds are at getting products to give away to you, my viewers, because there's a lot of folks out there can't just go out and drop 5, 6 to, however much money some of these portable power stations are. So forgive me, folks, when you see a lot of reviews on the channel. I believe it or not, I've gotten to the point now where I have a calendar on the wall and I have to write stuff down because I will forget. And these guys will email me and get very upset with me like, hey, we asked you to do this review months ago. What's happened? And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. But anyways, that's enough of that chatter on the review thing. Thanks, D Freak. Jennifer Cruz, good to see you. Grey, I think the term you're looking for is a legacy. Yeah, Gabrielle, that's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Amazing grandma's in the house. Mama rocks Homestead. Grey, we appreciate the efforts. I appreciate that. Thank you, 103 Catherine. What's up, Stuart? Good to see you as well. And Michelle, hello. Trying to make sure every time I see a new name pop up, because we have been growing. We have a lot of new people in the chat. And if you're new here, let everybody know that you're new. This is an amazing community, folks. The moderators are very awesome. The people in this community are very awesome. And thank you for becoming a part of this community in regards to emergency preparedness. So let's talk a little bit about some of the videos that I've done over the past few weeks. And what's up, Farside? Harmony Hill Homestead, I squirrel too, roger that. Ann Palmer, Grey live on makes me fresh coffee. Right on, Ann. Don Lyons, good to see you. Rhonda Holt, shalom. I'm a newbie. All right, thank you, Rhonda, for being here. Colleen Rich says the garden looks great. I appreciate that. Fluffy Otter. And I totally understand, Fluffy. What's up, Bonnie Bethel? God, some of these names just, you guys have been here so long. It's just amazing. I hope I'm here 10 years down the road and I still see all of you amazing names pop up on these live streams. As someone with old timers, I've been glad to give some tips on how to handle it. But so in regards to some of the content that I've been producing, a lot of you folks have been watching my gardening videos, which I really enjoy. That's one of my favorite things to do on the channel now is gardening videos. In regards to specifically, I've been working on the Three Sisters. I think we should have a garden update. I hope if the weather doesn't mess me up. Usually each garden video is about a week behind. I've been working on a process of doing videos and then be able to push them throughout the week. Don't you know? Good to see you. And some questions that people have asked in regards to the Three Sisters is some people are even unfamiliar with the Three Sisters growing system, which is something I say that the Native Americans used in Florida, but actually it came, I think if I did some of the research properly, it was done, I think in Georgia and some of those parts as well before it made its way into Florida. And the Seminole Indians kind of picked that up, as well as other Native American tribes in the area as they got pushed down this way. And it was a way for them to grow food with 3 different plants. It's kind of, we call it companion planting, and it's they all benefit each other. So you have a squash or a pumpkin, you have the beans, which are your nitrogen fixers, and then you have corn. And the corn that they usually use was the hard corn or field corn or whatever kind of corn outside of not sweet corn. And the reason they did that is because they used that, they grew that food to get them through the hard times, the winter months and stuff like that. And some people say, well, Florida doesn't really have winter. Well, the northern panhandle and stuff like that, it can get pretty cold up there. And further south, I think more is trying to get through the summer with our gardens nowadays, at least from my perspective. Big VW Prepper, hello. Tony G, garden video, Pooh, Massachusetts, isn't time to plant yet. Yeah, a lot of folks say they live vicariously through my gardening videos currently. And I started late. My next spring garden videos are going to start late November and December this year. That's when I'm going to start doing my spring gardening videos, because the bugs are starting to come out. Florida is heating up tremendously. We've gotten some hot days. I got a little bit of rain. It was like a downpour for about 15, 20 minutes the other day. About it. And I'm in Central Florida, East Coast region. Food Forest Permaculture, good to see you. So back to the corn. Some folks have mentioned, hey, Grey, the corn looks a little odd because it doesn't look very tall. And the corn that I'm using is it only gets about 3.5, 4 feet tall. And they only get about 2 to 3 ears per plant. So it's not going to get tall. So some people have asked me, well, what are you going to do about your beans? You got pole beans inside that bed. So I'm going to use a trellis system using bamboo poles. I call it the TP method. And the reason I'm going over, some people have already know this that watched the video that I put out yesterday, where I kind of touched on this. But it's a method to give the beans something else to grow on once the corn kind of fizzles out. Now, I've noticed I'm a little bit behind. A lot of you folks are familiar that I got sick a while back with the flu, and it kind of set me back on putting the beans in and whatnot, but it'll all come together one way or another. Just to kind of give you guys a hint here on the live stream, the pumpkin that I planted, you seen that I put it in yesterday. Well, I didn't put it in yesterday. I put it in last Wednesday. It's made it's shown itself. So I have one. I planted 6 of them. I got 4 or 5 of them that have popped up. So we'll get them grown a little bit heavier or bigger, and then we'll kind of thin one of them out, because Seminole pumpkins are very aggressive growers. And that's why it works well for Florida. It's one of the best pumpkins. If you're trying to grow pumpkins in the zone 9, zone 10, that kind of area, it's very hard to grow normal pumpkins like other folks do. Now, some people may have better luck than I have, but in regards to why I chose Seminole pumpkins, and some people say, well, Seminole pumpkins, they don't have the same flavor as your jack-o'-lanterns or your normal big pumpkins or all the different variety of pumpkins. But believe it or not, Seminole pumpkins are an heirloom variety. And the flavor kind of more represents a butternut squash. I love butternut squash, by the way. But there's a lot of pie recipes out there that people say once they take that the Seminole pumpkins and they convert them into a pie, they taste really good. It's hard to tell the difference. You can tell a slight difference, but not a heavy difference. So that's what's kind of going on there. Everything is growing. The corn is pretty much doing what it's doing. I don't know if I told you guys, I do have a massive bug problem. We have to stay on top of it at least every other day. There's a specific name for it, but I can't think of it. And who would have thought, I'm probably the only person growing corn in probably 30-mile radius. I don't know. I'm just making an assumption. But for some reason, this bug that's specific to corn has found my corn. My little, 15, 20 plants of corn has found its way into my garden. And what it is like this, it's a black looking fly with a red, like a little orangey thing on the back. And it lays these little eggs on there, and then they turn into grubs, and the grubs work themselves into the corn or into the fleshy parts of the stalk, and they eat it. I found small little grubs about this big, and I found ones about the size of my pinky. I have found probably 30 or 40 of them, folks. So I'm doing everything I can to grow this thing organically. I don't want any pesticides. I don't want to do anything like that. We're trying to do everything as organic as possible, because if I wanted organic, or if I wanted normal corn, I would just go to the store and buy it with all the pesticides and GMOs and all that stuff like that, right? So, and there's a big difference. I don't know if some folks get it a little bit mixed up. GMO and hybrids are totally two different things when it comes to corn in itself. But that's a whole nother, should be a whole nother live stream if we went down that rabbit hole. Let me see. And speaking, I see Charlie said something about a short growing season in the north. And for you folks that do have a short growing season, the corn that I'm growing, I think it's called early grow or early. I'll have to put it in another video. I touch on it in the videos that I'm talking about when I first plant the corn. But it's a corn that even if you have a frost, like a couple cool days where it's like below 32 degrees, it can withstand that. So you can plant that early, and it's also a fast grower. So usually within about 45 to 55 days, you're getting corn. And so for me, trying to get that corn in before the massive heat rolls itself in and kills everything, that's why I chose that corn. What's up, Early Glow? Thank you so much, Suzanne. I appreciate that. Michael Eversberg, I have not tried tobacco tea, honestly. Sounds interesting. Dragon Slayer says, what about using chili peppers and olive oil as pesticide? So Dragon, what I have done is I have used all kinds of things like that. I got your neem oils, but yes, chili pepper, cinnamon, what other deterrents, things like peppermint oil, all the natural things that you can use. A lot of people say that you can use what they call BT. Some of you guys, there's a technical term for BT. You can inject it into the stalks. You can inject it into certain parts of the fleshy parts of the plant. And when the caterpillar or worm or grub or whatever you want to call it eats it, it dies. And the wife wanted to do that, but I said, you know what, let's just try to do it. And the reason I say the reason I'm doing it this way is because I'm trying to push myself into the situation where, what if I'm in a situation where I don't have access to chemicals? I only have access to what's around me, like nature in general. So I'm trying to kind of go that direction with it, and like I said, step by step. Some of the videos may be a little redundant in the aspect of, I'm showing you each step that I'm doing, but a lot of folks like that because it's hard to find a gardening channel. And I watch a lot of gardening channels. I watch more gardening channels than I watch prepper channels, believe it or not. And they'll talk about this plant that they're growing, and they'll show you how to grow that plant. And then you never ever see anything else again. They just said, okay, this is how you grow some sort of tomato plant. And they show you the whole process, which is great. I love that. But they never come back full circle and talk about some of the other things and watching that plant grow. So, and I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but some of the channels that I'm watching, I watch gardening channels that have like 1 million subscribers to gardening channels that have, just a few hundred subscribers. I feel everybody deserves a little bit because some people, even with a couple hundred subscribers, have phenomenal information. What's up, Texas T? Good to see you, brother. Howdy. Alien Prepper says, get some praying mantis. And, I'm glad, hopefully the wife's not watching this, Alien Prepper, because that's what she wants to do. Luckily, we do have ladybugs in the garden. We did have an aphid issue on our cauliflower and broccoli and Brussels sprouts. But we trimmed up the bottom of those plants about 3 inches, and we stayed on top of it. We did sprinkle some cinnamon and kept it moist and rinsed the leaves off. And the ladybugs kind of came in on their own and took care of a lot of the aphids. And also I think, what is it? White flies or mayfly. I think it's a mayfly that also is beneficial to the garden. There's all different types of garden flies that are beneficial. You have predatory wasps as well that can be beneficial to your garden. And that's the key thing, folks, is when you plant your vegetables or anything in your garden, you should always think about what's going to bring in pollinators, what's going to bring in the predatory insects, and also other companion plants that are going to be beneficial to your other plants. Let's say like, basil, dandelions, and things like that, that kind of, for some reason, aphids don't like the smell of dandelions. I don't mind it. And once you get a dandelion growing, and you'll see the little buds die off, you can take some of those and sprinkle them in there, and you'll get more dandelions down below to kind of spread that thing in there. But like your basils, your more, I would say spearmint, but spearmint is one of those plants that will take over everything. Anything in your mint family, like I have an oregano growing, which is kind of in a mint family, and it's not doing too bad. It's not going too crazy. I'll show that on the next garden update. It's more of a ground kind of plant, the type of oregano that I have, and but it's not as bad as, like, let's say mints. What's up, Tony? Tim, good to see you. White Hammer, coffee first. Did I say hello to you? I hope I did. We have 131 people in here. That's awesome. Hopefully we have 131 thumbs up too. What's up, Sean? Let me see. Silver dime. So my only problem with garden is that I start with Miracle Grow, starting soil, but nothing after that. Hey, Sean, a lot of people would ash, biochar will balance your soil, check beetle, wireworm, don't like rough clay waters. See, and this is what I'm talking about, the community. The community is awesome because we have so much information and so much experience in this chat. What's up, Potato Head? Folks, I always tell people always, some people will harp on you about the way you garden. Some people will tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not supposed to do this. I say, do whatever you want. If you want to use, Miracle Grow soil, if you need to do this or need to do that, do what you need to do to grow food. Some people like, well, don't build your bed with this. Don't do that. There's always somebody that's going to tell you don't do something. And it's hard for some of us to adhere to all those guidelines when it comes to things, because we only have access to certain things. Like the reason I did my beds in certain ways, because my beds are basically with the raised beds that I did, I did it the way I did because I'm tripping over my words here, but I can save all that wood. So if I decide to move from here, I can break it all down and take it with me. So I don't have to reinvest that money into that stuff. But there's a lot of people that'll tell you, why don't you just use pallets? Why don't you use concrete? Why don't you use this? Why don't you use that? I say, use whatever is available to you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to harp on you. As long as you're trying to grow your own food with whatever materials that you have available to you, then go for it. You know what I mean? Because think about this. If we were ever really, truly in a SHTF scenario, there is no hardware store. There is no this store. There is no that store to go to get stuff. So then at that point, you're going to use whatever you can find to grow. And people down here, like in Florida and other places that have soils, like we have mostly sand in Florida, a lot of things won't grow. So if I'm in a SHTF scenario and I find a pallet of Miracle Grow on the side of the road, I'm going to use Miracle Grow or whatever I can, I don't think anybody should harp on anybody about certain things that they do. We all do things different. You know what I mean? And we should commend each other and give and push positivity to one another in regards to some of the things that we do. There's no sense of adding negativity to any type of situation. I love constructive criticism. You know what I mean? Where we can have a conversation. Well, hey, Gray, I got an idea for you. Instead of doing this or that, why don't you try this? I love that. But when someone says, hey, you're doing it all wrong, you're going to fail, to me, that doesn't just give any value to the conversation. It doesn't give any value to the people reading through the comments. And luckily, there's not that many. And at least on my channel, I don't really have that problem too often. And I love it when even viewers that have been watching me for many, many years, the 2.5 years that I've been on YouTube, some folks will disagree with some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Let's say like the radios, the shortwave radios that I did. Someone said, hey, those radios don't have an NOAA channel that you did the review on. And I was like, yes, you're absolutely right. But being a shortwave radio, you can reach people that are on shortwave giving NOAA the information, and you can listen to that before it even gets to the NOAA channel. So there's always pros and cons to everything. And even when I'm doing reviews, I will miss certain things and miss things. And I love it when people help me keep the conversation going down in the comment section. And that's, to me, very beneficial to not only myself, but to other viewers that happen to be watching that review. Let's say you just don't like it. You don't like something that I'm reviewing. Put it down in the comments like, hey, Grey, I don't like that flashlight. It's too complicated. I don't like the batteries. I don't like this, or whatever it may be. I want you to be able to voice your opinion, because that's our God-given right to be able to speak and voice our opinions. But just do it in a manner that's constructive and beneficial to everyone else, outside of just being mean to someone. You know what I mean? Because that deters a lot of people from sharing information, because they're worried about other folks are going to, be mean to them. And some people don't have thick skin like myself. Some people get easily offended. And then they won't even make YouTube videos anymore, because, it hurt them. And we lose someone that could possibly have valuable information to share with folks like ourselves. I'm trying to catch up now. I'm looking at the chat. Metal roofing panels and great for making attractive raised bed gardens. That's awesome, Fluffy. Hey there, Yarn. Good to see you, Justin. I have a ton of rain coming, so I couldn't start the seeds in the cups. Not enough room inside, so I started sprouting in baggies, wet paper towel, and transplant the pots in bad weather passes. That's awesome, Justin. And see that the ingenuity that people use to get things going, starting things in your garage or your spare room or your windowsill, that's awesome. To me, as long as you are trying, that's all that matters. You're trying to do what you can. You may fail. You may make mistakes. Things might not work out one year or another, but you learn from all that you do, and it makes you such a better, well-rounded gardener versus just giving up. You know what I mean? Because something didn't work, or someone gave you an idea that didn't function correctly or whatnot. So just, folks, get out there, grow some food, and have fun. Like I said, I don't look at gardening as a job or a chore. I love it. I really, really, really love it. And just being out there with the plants. My wife even gets jealous. She says, you spend more time with the plants than you do me. But it's just something that I really enjoy doing. I love taking a seed, a small, tiny little seed, watching that plant grow into a full mature plant, and bringing the bountiful of a harvest, the fruits or vegetables or whatever it produces. It is just so amazing. And then to harvest that, to consume, to feed my family, and also to take seeds from that and replant them next year. It's like a perpetual cycle. What's up, D14? Good to see you. I've been sprouting in baggies too. Howdy, got an avocado seed to sprout roots. That's awesome, D14. Good to see you, Josh. Getting an amateur radio license is easier than some people think. Farside, you're absolutely correct. Some people always they don't want to get an amateur radio or a ham license, because they're like, well, the government's going to have my information. Some people don't want to register for a GMRS license, which I think is still free. Maybe it's not anymore, but it used to be, because the government is going to have my information. Folks, I hate to break it to everyone, but the government already has your information. No matter what you do, the government has your information. Someone said, well, Grey, if you get your ham radio license, they're going to know where you live. People can track you down by your handle. And I said, well, you got to think smart. What you do is you get yourself a P.O Box, and you use that for your mailing address for your ham radio license. You can do that. It's the FAA or whatever people, they don't care where you send it to. As long as you pass the test and you pay the money, you can use a P.O Box. So if someone's hunting you down using your handle, they're going to go to your P.O Box versus coming into your home. So there's ways to circumvent certain situations if you're concerned about certain things like that. Southern Roots, Alaska branches. Good to see you. And if you have coffee grounds, use tea bags. Thank you, Michael. Log cabin artist. I also buy one of each nice organic veggies and dry those seeds and use those as well. Funny that you mentioned that. My wife never gives up any seeds, any vegetable, anything that she can get seeds from. she saves all the seeds, everything that we grow. Like and it's hard to keep up with the wife sometimes because she's always harvesting things before I can get out there and video it. So I've been running out there with the camera when she's grabbing stuff off the plants and taking clips so that I can add that into one of my videos, because she's always pulling stuff to cook. But she always saves all the seeds from the things that we grow, and then we'll package them up. Matter of fact, you know me, I will literally disappear off the channel real quick, but let me grab something. Yeah, I'm one of those folks that just kind of get up in the middle of a live stream. All right, but so I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I don't know if the camera's going to focus on that, but that's green peppers that we had the seeds for, that we dried them out the other day. We let them sit on the counter, let them dry, and then I'll package them and save them, put the date on them and what they are, and then add them to the seed bolt that we have, and start accumulating more seeds. Because seeds to me is like liquid, or not liquid gold, but just money in itself, because you're saving money on seeds. Because without seeds, you don't have plants, right? Can I post my seed discount code? Sure, you aren't. You know, you guys have anything to post? Any of my moderators, post what you need to post. Beats are on the docket. Right on. GreyMan, do you have a drone? Michael, yes, I do. I did a video about a year ago in regards to using drones for, do drones make sense for emergency preparedness? That was the question that I had posed to my viewers when I did the drone thing, and I should be doing more drone footage. My wife asked me, you bought that drone, and now you don't do as much footage as you used to in the outdoors. I said, well, it's been really hot, and the weather sometimes doesn't work with me because of the type of drone that I have. But in regards to the drone itself, yes, I like having the drone. And some people say, oh, it's a DJI drone. The Chinese are watching you. The Chinese are probably watching everything we do, folks. So if you have a DJI drone or this drone or that drone, it is what it is. It's the way you use and utilize the tool. But in regards to using it for surveillance, I think it's awesome, so that you can kind of get an idea of your location and someone that's trying to either follow you, or you're trying to look at something else from a high altitude. But also I thought of using the drone for searching for certain things, like a water feature, places where, like, where's there a lake or a pond? Instead of me hunting around the woods aimlessly trying to find water, I can throw this drone up in the sky and search the area and say, okay, 10 clicks to the south, I have there's a pond or a lake or something, and I can go get water over there, instead of wasting and burning all that energy, hunting around the woods for something like that. So mapping out my area is also beneficial to using a drone. Good. I got you, Michael. I got what you meant. My drone has the habit of hitting the side of the house. Roger that, minute man. Well, a lot of you folks know that I lost one of my drones trying to do some footage one time. And I wish I had the video where I dived in trying to save that drone. But Florida is known for alligators. And I got about waist deep and changed my mind because of the area that I was in. What's up, Water Tiger? Good to see you. Saves boots on the ground time. And yeah, Charlie, you're absolutely right. Matter of fact, I've seen a lot of your great drone footage and the way you utilize your drone. Good point, Charlie. Thank you. All right, I got to keep an eye on the time. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 34 minutes. I'm going to ramble on for a couple more minutes, and then we'll start doing some giveaway stuff, because I'm assuming that's why everybody's here. Good to see you too, Water Tiger. Let me see. White Hammer. Is anyone has TikTok? They have access to everything in your phone, including camera and video. By White Hammer, I tried the whole TikTok thing and just wasn't a fan of it. I see a lot of preppers on TikTok, a lot of gardeners on TikTok and all that stuff like that. And I did some research into the whole bite dance and kind of tracked it back to the CCP and whatnot. And you're right. There's a lot of legalities in there. And if you look at what our government has found in regards to TikTok, it's pretty damning. So I don't have TikTok anymore. I have an account probably somewhere floating on TikTok. I don't think I deleted it, but Yarn Prepper, that must be like 8 o'clock, right? Your time? Because I'm 7 o'clock Eastern. I think he's 8 o'clock Eastern, right? I hope so. Where was it going? So yeah, I'm not a TikTok person. I have the Instagram. I do have a Facebook. which Instagram and Facebook are owned by the same company, and YouTube's. And Google owns it all. Let me see here. The drone lunch delivery was through an app. Flytrek's pretty cool for sure, and something I've never done before. That's awesome, Chris. Don't take off. Right on, Catherine. I get it. You want to draw young people into emergency preparedness, and you can use that platform to do so. But I'm just not. Just like some people ask me, why aren't you active on Instagram? Why don't you do reels and stories and stuff like that? I'm so focused on my YouTube. It's hard for me to maintain other forms of social media. I do interact with a lot of people on Instagram, specifically the direct messages and whatnot. Caught lives, not knives. What's up, Justin? Akita, good to see you. Alien Prepper. Matter of fact, I do have a Twitter, Alien Prepper, and I have a blue check mark on Twitter as well. I'm verified, or whatever you want to call it. No, I pay for it. I think it's like $7 or $8 a month, but it gives your brand some validity when you do that. What's up, Tim? Michael says, I don't even have a watch, let alone TikTok. What's up, Dreams Acres? Better late than never. Pure Blood, what's up? Roger that, Pure Blood. Sounds tasty. And Toaster Oven, if I could just do only YouTube, I would. But I guess to get the word out, I have to use other social media platforms. It's funny. I have MeWe, I have Gab, I have Rumble, I have all that stuff. But I'm never on there. So people are probably trying to like talk to me, and they're probably like thinking I'm a bad person because I don't conversate with them on those platforms. I just don't have the time. You did a great post on Instagram today. Thank you, Yarn Prepper. I know you're one of the folks that try to tell me that it's beneficial to me, because I've seen like Rogue Preparedness and Mother Prepper. They have exploded on Instagram. Like, holy cow. I remember when I interviewed Mother Prepper, she was a small little Instagrammer. Now she's massive, and she's done a great job. Prepper Cowboy, good to see you too. Yes, Rumble has been growing. I need to start pushing my videos to Rumble. Right now, they just push over to BitChute. I do have my BitChute. Everything that I post here on YouTube goes to BitChute as a fallback. So we'll see. I should kind of add I do have a Rumble account. I'm not active on that one either. All right, so let me stop rambling. Let's do some giveaways. First, I want to do let's give away the seeds. I have 5 of these seed packets to give away. I want to give away those. And again, we need to thank Lori in Oklahoma for sending these to the channels. They have a pretty decent sized pack of seeds in here. All the other folks that we did last time on the giveaway, who participated in that giveaway, they got their seeds. So that's awesome. And I'm going to set that up really quick to get that going. StreamYard giveaway. Is that what I'm looking for? Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Let's make it easy on myself. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Get it together, Gray. All right, so to give away these seeds, let's do this, switch this over, bring this up. What you guys need to do is type in the word seeds, all caps, SEEDS, all caps. And we'll do 5 pulls on that. And we'll give away these 5 things of seeds. And that being said, let me put down the email that you need to email me to. So all the winners from tonight, that'll be the email that you're going to use down there at graysgiveaways@gmail.com. Because if you send it to my normal email, sometimes I won't see it. Don't do what Minuteman did and send it to my normal email. Luckily, I caught it. I'm just picking on you, brother. And let's bounce back over here. And let's start collecting these comments. We got 66 entries so far. And, like I said, to me, any giveaway, anything for free is awesome. You know what I mean? So I hope a lot of people that get some of the stuff are very appreciative of Lori for sending them to me to give away to you. I think that's awesome of her. She just had so many seeds that she wanted to help folks out. to get everybody, gardening. And I know a lot of you folks, I think Yarn Prepper said she's about to get some snow. So spring is still coming to some of the areas up in the northern regions here in Florida. By the time you guys get your spring stuff in, I'm going to start working on my summer gardening. I'm going to be harvesting everything from my spring grow and start working on my summer garden by the time you guys get your spring gardens going. It's crazy how different these zones are, right? All right, so we have 86 so far. I want to see, let me switch over to the comments so I can see you guys. And anybody who's interested in some seeds, just please type in the word seeds, all caps, SEEDS. I'm going to try to take another sip of coffee. And while I'm sitting there waiting for these things to rack up a little bit, as folks type in the word seeds, I want to thank you guys for being here and listening to me ramble on these live streams. I can't remember. I don't know. Was it you, Kevin, or someone had mentioned to me, hey, Grey, when are you going to start doing more live streams? And I told them, so I figured since I got your guys' attention at the moment, soon as my daughter gets out of school at the end of May, that's going to give me a little bit more time, and we'll probably start doing more live streams. I'm trying to do 2 live streams right now a month, but we'll get back down to maybe 4 or 6 live streams during the summer months when she's out of school, because that'll be one less thing off my plate that I have to deal with. We got, 90 entries so far? All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and pull right now. We got 92 entries. How many people we have in chat? 140 folks in chat, 144 people in chat. So let's go ahead. We got 92 entries. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling. And again, please look down below. It says email me at greysgiveaways@gmail.com. If you win, send me your YouTube handle and whatever name and address that you want me to send these seeds to. I have 5 of these to give away. So let's go ahead and draw those real quick. We have 95 so far. And I wish I should have wrote it down, but I'm going to have to write it down on a notepad that I'm going to open up really quick. Because if not, I want to make sure that I have everybody's name that wins, so we don't have any miscommunication. All right, so let's go ahead and draw our first winner for the seeds. Let's see, come on. I wish I had some special effects, the drums or something like that. All right, Texas T is our first winner. Congratulations, Texas. Let me write your name down here. So, brother, just mail me and down there at greysgiveaways@gmail.com, brother. And I'll be sending you a pack of these seeds from Lori in Oklahoma. All right, let's go ahead and draw again because I don't want to run too long. We're at 43 minutes. I want to make sure that we have time to do the big giveaway. Okie Khan. All right, Okie Khan, congratulations. Congratulations, Okie. And sorry, I'm typing these as we pull them. 97 entries so far. We're going to go ahead and pull a third. We have 5 to do. And for some reason, if someone wins and doesn't want that, please highlight that in the comment section and I will draw again. We had that happen in the last live stream. Shawnee. Let's get you in there. S-H. All right, where are we at? 97 entries still. All right, let's draw. We got 2 more draws to do on this giveaway. And you can see I'm moving kind of fast. I don't want to run out of time. I figure being an hour is more than long enough. Fred, good to see. Fred. Congratulations, brother. And let me make sure I spell your name right. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got 1 more to go, folks. We got 99 entries. I'm going to make sure. Can we hit 100 entries? Is anybody out there that's not participating? Do we want to hit 100? And did you hit that thumbs up button? Oh, we have 100. Awesome. See, you guys are amazing. All right, so let's pull this final winner for the seeds. All right, here we go. I love giving stuff away, folks. I really do. All right, who do we got? Who's our final winner on the seeds? Pat Small. Congratulations, Pat. And again, folks, don't forget down there below, we have greysgiveaways@gmail.com. So make sure you email me your information so I know where to send it. And all the giveaways for tonight are going to be, there we go. All the giveaways will go out next week, anywhere between Monday and Wednesday. So you'll get them within the next week or so to your home. The big giveaway, which we're about to do here in a minute, that one may take longer because I'm shipping it myself. EBL is not shipping it. I literally have a big box down there. So you're getting a brand new one of these. Oh, you're getting a brand new one of these in the box, shipped to you from me. They sent me 2 of them and said, give one away. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'll give one away. And I'm working a deal out with a couple more manufacturers for more giveaways. So if you see a giveaway pop up on your screen, I may not always put giveaway in the title like I did with this one. So it kind of gives you a little bit of incentive to maybe watch that review, because you never know that there may be a giveaway involved. And also pay attention to the community tab. I usually put little tidbits in there as well. All right. What time? Where are we at? We got 46, 47 minutes. We have 149 folks in here. How many thumbs up do we have here? Let me check and switch over here. Oh, wow. We have 143 thumbs up and 148 viewers. That's amazing, folks. You guys are, I can't ask for a better group of folks. I cannot. All right. So let's move over to this here. Move that over. All right. So you guys want to get this giveaway going? You want to see who's going to win the EBL 500 watt portable power station? And like I said, I'm in talks with a company right now. They want to give me a 700 watt power station to give away on my channel. And I said, well, you know, if you send it to me, I will do the review and I'll give it away. I said, if you don't want to give me one, I'm not going to do the review. I'm to the point where I feel like I have a little bit more pull with the companies at this point, because, you know, I'm doing something for them. I need them to do something for me in regards to my viewers. All right. Yep. All right. Yep. Everybody's ready for the big giveaway. All right. Awesome. So let's bring up now we're using the YouTube comment picker. This giveaway is specifically on this video alone. So we're picking comments from this video specifically. So hopefully anybody's watching, watch that video and drop the comment. That's the way that you would enter into that. All right, so let me bring this up. The good old YouTube comment picker. I decided to spend some money, folks, in regards to this whole YouTube comment picker thing. And I got the video in there, which is this video. Let me make sure I have the right one in. Let me grab that video. WWS, and that is it. And that is it. Okay, so we're going to filter duplicate users. I figure everyone gets one chance. Now, let me ask you guys a question. I have an opportunity now that I'm paying for the YouTube comment picker. It's only a couple of bucks. But I can use, where does it say? Instead of showing random names, I can do wheel of names. So I'm going to start grabbing comments. So instead of doing just the random names, it puts everybody's name that made a comment on the video in this huge wheel. It's hard to see a little bit, but there's a lot of names. I see RG. Who else do I see in there? Some other names in there, but it's so many people. Does it tell me how many people? We have 142 entries in this giveaway, which is weird because there was several thousand people that watched that video, but maybe they watched it just because they wanted the review and they knew they didn't want to be involved in that. Now, someone did ask me, how much does this thing cost? Right now, if you go to that video and you aren't interested in this, and I feel obliged to help the company out. But I think with the discount codes, I think it's like a little over $300, which is not bad for a 500 watt power station. You know what I mean? All right. So what do you guys think of the wheel? I don't think I saw the video. Oh, well, sorry, Dragon. Let me see. I like the wheel. Nice. I like the wheel. Cool. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So you guys do like the wheel. I guess it's one of the perks of being a premium member of the YouTube comment picker, whatever that is. I don't know. It's a small fee, but I thought it'd be more entertaining. So I'm going to go ahead and click this thing here, and it's going to spin the wheel, and it's going to choose our winner for us. All right. So I have my fingers crossed. Fire in the hole. And Mander's Tattoo. Manders Tattoo. Hello from Wisconsin. Pick me because yarn says not to. Oh boy. Now I know exactly who you are, Manders. Congratulations. You're Yarn's friend. Yarn Prepper's friend. That's great. So Manders Tattoo, you are the winner of the 500-watt portable power station by EBL. So Manders, of course, email me at GreyMan Grey's giveaways at gmail.com. Congratulations to you. Thank you for everybody who participated in that. But like I said, folks, when it comes to the reviews, I have so many more coming out that I'm working these deals out to do giveaways. So stay tuned when it comes to some of these reviews. I think the next one I might not say anything. I might not put nothing in the thumbnail. I might just do the review, and at the end of the review or somewhere in the middle of the review, maybe I'll just say, hey, by the way, if you want one of these, drop a comment down below, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just to get folks engaged into it. And I think it's always fun. I'm so glad that you're getting these units to give away. Mama Rocks Homestead, I feel the same way, you know what I mean? Because it's fun it's fun for me to get the products and do reviews on it and stuff like that. But I want these companies to understand that my viewers enjoy doing these giveaways, and it's beneficial to not only to my viewers, but for them, because then someone else gets their product, gets to try it out, and possibly will leave them some feedback information if they enjoyed their products. All right. I want to make sure I didn't miss. I had no idea this was a giveaway. Dragon, Dragon, you were in the dark, huh? Let me remove that. There we go. Trying to go back to my chat so I can see you guys a little bit better. I appreciate that, Ogie Khan. That's very kind of you to say that. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Hey, Colleen, thank you. I sure hope more generator power stations. Yes, toaster oven. Like I said, I have another company that the deal is in the works. The next one, if it goes through, it'll be a 700-watt portable power station from a company. I have are you guys into knives? Any guys into knives? There's a video that I'll be doing in regards to a knife review for a company that we're going to be giving away one of those. And I think there's a couple other things floating around, some companies that I'm going to be doing these giveaways on. So you never know. There were 249 comments, but only 143 showed up in the drawing. Yep, stealth mode. That's how it is. And some folks, unfortunately, they won't know that they won. So that being said, everyone who won something today, you have 7 days. You got 1 week to claim your prize. If you do not claim this prize in 1 week, I will do another draw on another live stream for whatever someone didn't claim. So if you don't claim it by next week, this time next week, I will do another live stream and give, be it if it's a power station or if it's the seeds or whatever I ever give away, that will be redrawn and whatnot. Let me see here. Fred says knives are good. Early days did a few knives reviews. Kevin Grib, that's awesome. D14 loves some blades. Good night, Charlie. I figure we're going to lose a lot of folks. We lost about 20 some people already after the live stream, after we did the giveaway. But it's okay, folks. We've already been running almost an hour here. We got 54 minutes in. Pony Girl says no chat on my laptop. Really, Pony Girl? That is weird. Did you try to refresh and hit the live chat thing? Good to see you, Pantry Mama. Can't have too many, right? Tiny Titan, I agree so much. Thank you, GreyMan, for the seeds. I'll be emailing you soon. I appreciate that, Pat. So a lot of you folks, okay, so see, knives is another good one. I want to give away some walkie-talkies. Speaking of giveaways, that being said, for you folks that hung in here this long, this holiday season, I know it seems far away because we're in spring for a lot of folks and people don't want to hear the holiday season. But this November, moving in right before a month, I want to do it a month before Christmas. So at the end of November, I'm going to be doing a Grey giveaway. I'm going to be buying a bunch of stuff and giving it away like Santa Claus to the community. All different types of things, from small things to large things. So that might be something you keep an eye out for as well. And I wanted to tell folks, I wanted to do something for my local community, and you guys don't have to participate if you want to, but I'm going to be participating. So, and I'm kind of taking this from Rudy, Alaska Prepper, is I want the food banks around here are struggling. So what I'm going to do is take, let me see, we're in April now. So for now on, whenever I do get any like the super chats or the ad revenue or all that stuff like that, I'm going to start saving that to the side. And I'm going to use that revenue that I gain from YouTube. Then I'm going to match that revenue with my own money. And I'm going to buy a bunch of food and give it to one of my local food banks, because folks, I talked to a few people that work at these food banks, and they're struggling. They're struggling very, very hard. And I just feel like it's the best thing for me to do. I think, sometimes you get a calling. I know some folks may not be religious out there, but, I go to my church. We have conversations. We talk to people. I have conversations with a lot of people. And I think it's just something that I feel that I need to do to help some people in need. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing from now. Starting the next live stream, I'll make an announcement in regards to it. But from now on until November-ish, I want to invest everything I can into doing that to help some folks out there, especially around the holidays. It's a really tough time for some of those people out there. I did the Toys for Tots in the past, but I want to do food this time because I think food is essential to people, and folks are going to need it. Hey, Swafford Homestead, good to see you. That's awesome, RG71. I never thought about that, RG71. You're giving me an idea. Excuse me. I'm going to talk to my local farmers market, and maybe I can dedicate one of my beds to growing food for folks that are needy, that need it. That's a good idea, RG71. That's great, great, great idea. I appreciate that, Pony Girl. Thank you so much. Debbie says, just love the community. I love you guys too, Debbie. You guys are some of the best people I could ever ask for. We have so many intriguing, interesting people with so many different experiences and so many different backgrounds in this live stream and on the channel itself. I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to have you guys part of this community, and to interact with you and just to be a part of your lives. Our church runs Muskoka, Oma. Yes. And that's, it is. It's a lot of people are struggling out there. And in the past, I've needed the food bank. Believe it or not, at one point in my life, I hit rock bottom, and I was a father. This was a long time ago when I had my 3 boys, a single father at the time before I met my wife. This was a long time ago, and they helped me tremendously. So when I find myself in the position to help others, I think it's just, it just makes you feel good. It warms your heart, and it just gets you in the right headspace, if you know what I mean. Anyways, folks, I think I've rambled on long enough. I want to say thank you to every single one of you amazing people out there for joining me on the live stream and interacting and hitting the thumbs up button and all that stuff like that. Thank you for everybody who participated in the giveaways and mods. You guys rock. You guys are some of the most, to me, you guys are the best mods on YouTube. I don't care what anybody else says. But thank you all for being part of this community. Thank you all for spending an hour of your night with me and the great community. God bless every single one of you. Other than that, folks, this is GreyMan, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. God bless. And remember, folks, you are not alone.